Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the match between Bayern Munich and FC Barcelona. And within this game, Barcelona has lost against Bayern 2-0. Now, the way that I am going to be starting this video is going to be like this. I'm very optimistic about this season. I'm very optimistic that Barcelona can be very successful and go for the objectives this season. Like, if you are expecting for me to say that Barcelona play bad, that we don't deserve anything, that we need a overhaul, then this is not going to be the video for you. If you're going to be coming here with negativity, being toxic, again, then this is not going to be the channel for you. This is not the video for you especially. And that is just how we are going to be getting down within this video, because Barcelona played a phenomenal game. Like, yes, we were very unlucky with players like Lewandowski and Pedri, and because we have failed to capitalize off of those opportunities that these two players did have, we paid the price for that. And Bayern Munich are really good and making you feel like you should have scored that goal. Now, this was the main problem on why Barcelona did not win within this game, because let me tell you, Barcelona did deserve to win within this game. We played better, we had better opportunities, we created more chances. And with a problem like this that Barcelona had against Bayern Munich, that does not mean, my friends, that we need a overhaul or Xavi needs to get fired. Like, we don't need that type of criticism at this very moment. Xavi had everything correct to face Bayern Munich in the best way possible. It was just a matter of whether these players were going to be delivering within those specific moments, and that is not in Xavi's control. So the biggest thing that really did impress me about this game is the fact that even though Barcelona were 2-0 down, even though we were losing and it seemed like Bayern Munich were only going to get better, Barcelona still showed character. They had a lot of confidence going up against Bayern. We had the possession, we still created many chances and told Bayern Munich that they were not going to be leaving this game in a very easy state. Barcelona are in the correct path, and I do think that going into that next match, when we face Bayern Munich again at the Camp Nou, there are specific players within this squad that need to pay their dues and bring out a great performance. We may have lost the battle, but the war is not over. We still have a great chance to show that we are going to be one of the contenders for this year's Champions League. So what we are going to be doing in this video is talk about exactly what happened in the first half, and then also talk about the second half. But before, of course, we get into this video, I do want to shout out our sponsor for today, and that is going to be the OneFootball app. If you want to find out where I get my information when it comes to a specific match, when it comes to stats, team stats, player stats, all of that is compact within the OneFootball app. If you do want to download the OneFootball app, you can so by scanning the QR code that you do see here on the screen, and there is also going to be a link down below that is clickable. It'll take you straight to the App Store. You can download the OneFootball app. It says exactly who and what you do want to follow. Like, for example, if you want to follow Liverpool or Barcelona or Real Madrid or Manchester City within this Champions League tournament, you can so. The OneFootball app is going to be there to cover for you immediately and live on your phone, and it is for free. So I hope you guys do enjoy it. But now let's go back into this video and let's talk about the first half. And let me tell you guys, we had a very even match, and that is great news when it comes to this Barcelona team. Like, yes, it was nerve-wracking. Yes, both teams were capable of scoring, but I'm very proud on just how high we set our team in terms of the position on the field and how confident we did look. Like, if you look at the overall stats of what did happen in the first half, who would have thought that Barcelona were going to be having more possession, more total shots, more shots on target, more shots off target, more block shots, more big chances missed, more shots inside the box, more shots outside the box. The fact that we were able to overpower Bayern in this way is just, this is great news. It showed what Barcelona is capable to do, and now we have to ask why, right? Like, why were we able to be so dominant in that first half? Why did we have Bayern by the neck in the first 45 minutes? That is because of a couple of reasons. Pedri and Gavi, these two players, when it came to pausing the play when it needed to be paused, when it came to taking away the ball from one of the players, when it came to creating in that final third, they did all of that. Like, Gavi created the most chances against Bayern with a total of 4 chances created in the first 45 minutes. He was one of the best players. So these two players, when it comes to Pedri and Gavi, they are going to be the staple to what Xavi Hernandez wants to build for the next 8 years. When it comes to Busquets was also one of the best players in the first 45 minutes. He was always on time, on intercepting the ball, always covering the passing lanes from Bayern. Every time one of the players of Bayern Munich received the ball in the middle of the pitch, Busquets was always there right behind them to dispossess the ball and give Barcelona an advantage to create something. And he also had great defensive work with a total of 4 tackles, which was the most a player distributed on the pitch within the first 45 minutes. So Xavi made sure, my friends, he made sure that this midfield was set straight to 110%. It's not a coincidence that the midfield controlled Bayern very well. Like, Xavi Hernandez is one of the best playmakers to ever grace the game, and he is teaching exactly everything he does have towards Gavi, Pedri, and of course you have Busquets, who is the veteran. And so the fact that these 3 players had the ability to act very well and assess the situation very well against a team that suppresses you in the middle of the pitch which is Bayern Munich, that is great. That is amazing. Now, of course, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Let's talk about the good and let's also talk about the bad, because to be very honest, we looked very relaxed in the defensive side of things in the first 45 minutes. Like when it came to Ter Stegen, Koundé, Ronald Araujo, Christensen, Marcos Alonso, we were very relaxed. We were not afraid of whatever Bayern were trying to do. We looked very, very solid and very strong, but not the attack. The attack were really trying to rush whatever they were trying to do. I felt like they were agitated in a way. Like sometimes we saw Dembele or Rafinha or Lewandowski try to speed up the attack as fast as possible, and it did result into Barcelona miscommunicating as a whole. And before, it was the reverse, which was one of the reasons on why Barcelona have suffered so much. We looked so rushed, we looked so agitated in the back that we made mistakes and allowed the opponent to score their goals, and we looked very relaxed on the attacking side. We made the correct decisions all the time. But now again, going back to Xavi's Barcelona, it is the reverse. We looked very, very rushed in the attack, but also very relaxed on the defensive side of things. Now, when it came to Rafinha, he did lose the ball a lot in the first like 20 minutes, mainly because Alphonso Davies was having a great game. Basically, he punked Rafinha when it came to defending him and also attacking him. There was no way Rafinha could do something against Davies, like at all. And because Davies was basically running through Rafinha and also Koundé, which was very surprising, that is what allowed Bayern Munich to find their best chances in the first 45 minutes. That is the reason on why Xavi Hernandez did switch Dembele and Rafinha's position on the 35th minute. It is because Xavi knew that Rafinha could not handle what Alphonso Davies was giving out. Like, Davies was so much that it came to a point where even Koundé and Rafinha, when they were both trying to defend him, Davies still went through. But coming out from this first half, I felt like Barcelona should have won, and that is because of two reasons. Point number one, Lewandowski saw so many chances. We should have came out that game winning 2-0, winning 3-0. He had an opportunity to header the ball into the back of the net, but Neuer was there. There was an opportunity where he shot the ball just over the bar, and that could have been the easiest goal Lewandowski could have scored this season. And then we had like Mazraoui, or I believe like Pavard. I don't even know if it was Upamecano, but they slide tackled in the very last minute before Lewandowski could even touch the ball inside the box when he was on a 1v1 against Neuer. So Bayern's best response to that was them being dominant in the back line when it came to that little triangle that they were building between Neuer, Upamecano, and Hernandez. Notice how De Ligt was not in this game at all. That is because we talked about this before. Nagelsmann knew exactly why he should not place De Ligt at all in a game like Barcelona, where Barcelona was going to press you high and force you mistakes. So we saw Hernandez, Upamecano, and Neuer really try to take care of Lewandowski. And then the last thing I do want to talk about is going to be like how Dembele got fouled inside the box. Like the fact that Davies literally put his leg in front of Dembele's leg that led towards Dembele falling inside the box. Like, is that not a foul? Is that not a penalty? It's like, what is this? This should have been a call, a clear foul inside the box. We should have had that penalty, which is why I do say that we should have been winning, coming away from the first half, winning 2-0, winning 3-0, but it did not happen. We were very, very unlucky, my friends. And going into the second half, that is basically where things pretty much fell apart, not in terms of performance, but Bayern Munich getting us in the correct moments. And I'm going to be explaining exactly what I do mean by this. So we go into the second half. We were again very even in this match in the first 5 minutes of the second half, but Bayern Munich found the first goal with Hernandez, one of the center backs of Bayern Munich, scoring from a header, and it was a very easy goal. Like, he was completely alone. We saw Marcos Alonso just standing there in the box, and that did not mean that Alonso had a bad game. It's just that, you know, in a game like this, everything has to be perfect. If you do let your guard down just for like 5 seconds, and especially against a team like Bayern, they are going to be scoring that goal, and that is why we did see Hernandez scoring the first goal, and that was the moment, my friends. This is where I do want to talk about Bayern Munich attacking us in the correct moment. That was the moment where I knew, and Bayern Munich knew exactly how to take advantage of a situation like that when they were winning 1-0 in that moment. In any team in general, right? When a team does score and you know that you are in a very critical moment where you do have to win and win 3 points and go into the next round, when the opposition does score, the team that you do support, whether it's Barcelona, Real Madrid, Manchester City, it could be whoever, you are in a state of shock. You try to assess exactly what did just happen and how you can get better. And a lot of thinking goes around in the players' heads, because this is exactly what happened to the Barcelona players when the first goal came in. They were in a state of shock. They were trying to assess what happened, who was supposed to mark Hernandez, and then they tried to talk to each other like, okay, we got this, come on, let's not let our guard down, let's do this, let's do that. And when you are again in that moment, Bayern knew that they were supposed to attack Barcelona in that little phase, because again, when you are in that state of shock, it only lasts like about 3 to 4 minutes, maybe even 5 minutes at the very most, and Bayern Munich knew exactly what to do. They're like, okay, Barcelona's in a state of shock, let's continue to attack them, they're going to get nervous, let's go for that second goal, which is why 4 minutes later, Bayern Munich found the second goal, and Sané did score, finding that little space. They caught Barcelona in a state of not being concentrated 110%. 100%. This is what you call vintage Bayern, is understanding the after effects of what happens when they do concede. They get you in that state of shock. And so Barcelona is not a team, right? Clearly, that does not allow 4 to 5 goals within a span of like 25, 35, 45 minutes. Barcelona is not that team no more. It does not exist. So after Bayern scored that second goal, they're like, okay, fine. We have our win right now. Let's continue to maintain this scoreline because it doesn't seem like Barcelona are going to be letting their guard down. So that is exactly what we saw. We saw Bayern Munich defend very well. Hernandez and Upamecano just guarded our front three, our midfielders very, very well. We had the possession. We had the game. These Bayern Munich fans saw Barcelona try to break down Bayern Munich as fast as possible. But again, because of Neuer's great performance, Hernandez and Upamecano, they were doing such a great job alongside with Alphonso Davies. If we even look at the graph here, right? I'm always going to go back to this graph. You look at exactly when Bayern did score, which is going to be Bayern is going to be green, Barcelona's going to be blue. You can see that Bayern did score those goals. The attacking bars went extremely high, and then you can see Barcelona immediately reacting, and Bayern Munich did not have almost a single source of attacking momentum after they were winning 2-0. Barcelona had the ball. This is exactly the graph that does show you the attacking activity within a span of 90 minutes. Look at how many blue bars we see after Bayern Munich were winning 2-0. That is what I do want to see. Barcelona reacted. We had control. We had 56% possession in the second half. So this is a much different Barcelona, a Barcelona that we have not seen since Pep Guardiola's 2011 version. So we have to understand what's being built here. The problem that Barcelona have right now, this is not a problem that needs to be assessed within a span of like 1 to 2 seasons, right? It's really not that serious. This can be improved in the short term. This loss also does not really mean anything in the grand scheme of things through this season. It does not mean that Barcelona cannot win anything. I still feel like Barcelona can improve on top of this. It's just, again, we were very unlucky with Lewandowski and with Pedri not scoring those goals to allow Bayern Munich to say, oh, okay, so they're going to be scoring. We need to be more defensively secure on our end. And so Xavi Hernandez made some substitutions. We saw Gavi coming out for Frenkie de Jong. I really questioned that move because Gavi was one of the best players overall, but Frenkie de Jong did very well. He did exactly what many of us did expect him to do, which is to come out from the back, give Barcelona that advantage in the middle of the pitch. We saw Ferran Torres coming in, Rafinha coming out. Rafinha did not have his best game, which is okay, right? It's very new to him. Scenes like this is very, very new, and he has to get very comfortable in environments like this. Eric Garcia, he was solid, right? He made those passes into the middle. He was okay. Christensen also, he came out for Eric Garcia. Ansu Fati, I felt like if Xavi were to make substitutions, he should really start making these substitutions like earlier in the game. Ansu Fati could have done something if he was placed maybe on the 50th minute or maybe on the 55th minute. He saw a couple of chances, and so Dembele came out, and then we saw on the 80th minute also Kessie coming in for Busquets. He was very physical, had the capability to also hold the ball and wait for players like Ferran Torres, Ansu, Lewandowski to make those runs. So great performance from Kessie, Fati, Garcia, Rafinha, and also Frenkie de Jong. Again, not a single player played bad. Like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but not a single player came out with a disaster class. And we have to look at that as a way to say that Barcelona do have a bright future. So like I've said in a tweet, right, a couple of hours ago, I think that going into that game against Bayern at the Camp Nou, Lewandowski has to pay his dues. I do expect a different version of Lewandowski and for us to play even better overall by that time we do hit that moment. So let's be very enthusiastic, optimistic about this season. Let's go Barcelona. This is the way, and let's just continue to improve from here. That is going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona post-match review. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.